Oh, that was nice. Oh no. Alright, welcome back. Guys, we've got the X-MAXX on the bench, and if you watched the previous video, you would have seen that this thing took an absolute beating at the dirt track, and unfortunately, right at the end, she started making some awful noises. So today I'm going to be quickly checking that over and seeing what that is, get the parts ordered, and hopefully repair it. So guys, first things first, let's get the body off and let's get you in a better position, and let's start stripping this thing down and seeing what is the cause of that grinding noise. So guys, I've not really done much in-depth work on this X-MAXX, to be honest with you. She's not really broke. I've only done a few little mods in here and there. So this is probably its first proper issue that it's ever had. So first thing, get you over here. I think we'll get this cover off. We'll have a look at that first and see how that meshes. See if the teeth are still all good or not. Right, screws are out. Just take this cover off. And let's see the state of this. Oh. The teeth don't look too healthy on there, guys. I think that's what our problem is. What I'll do is I'll get these both removed quickly, and I'll bring you back and I'll show you the condition of them and see what they're like. I wasn't expecting that, guys. So anyway, let me get these all removed. It means me removing the motor to get to that pinion. I might be able to just remove the pinion where it is, but I'll have to move this spur out of the way first. So let me get that done and I'll be back with you shortly. This is the pinion removed. I don't know how well you can see it. I'm going to get one of them ordered. Unfortunately, I don't have one in my toolbox. I do, however, have a Hot Racing 46 tooth spur. The spur on this one here, we've got, I think, two very minimal chips on the teeth. Just get my screwdriver just there and there, them two teeth there. Just got a slight chip to the tooth. So I said I've got the spur, we can replace it if I need to, but what I'll do is I'll get the pinion ordered, and guys, hopefully I should be back with you very shortly, but it'll probably be a few days before I get this pinion. But we're at the skate park, and what's even better, it's empty. So guys, let's have some fun. Guys, this thing has just crapped out on me. I'm not happy at all. Check this out, I've just put a new pinion and spur in this thing. This is exactly the same thing as what happened before. This must be my third or fourth pinion. I've pretty much lost count now, guys, and this thing is really doing my nuts in. Alright guys, we're back home again. I've whipped the cover off it, and it does look like it's the pinion that's gone again. The spur might still be alright. This is the hot racing spur that I've got in here. It's a 46 tooth. So I don't have another 18 tooth, but I do have a 20 tooth hardened steel Traxxas pinion. The number there is 6494X. I'm going to give this a go. I'm not too sure how it's going to go with this. It might be a bit too tall for the electronics. I have seen people use 2050 gearing, but I don't have a 50 spur. I only got a 46 or a 54 spur, and the 46 is the hardened steel one that I've got in. So what I'm going to do is going to give this a quick go with the 20 tooth and see how I feel on it. I'm going to have to pull the motor out this time, get the pins out as well, reposition the pins in the right holes, and get some Loctite on that grub screw for the pinion as well, so that doesn't slip off. So guys, quickly show you what I've got to deal with. You can just see the peaks of all the on the pinion have all just, you can see the shiny bits there, and it's just this top edge here. It's probably because the meshing has either slipped or it wasn't correct when I did it initially. So guys, I'm going to get that done. I'm going to spend a bit of time and make sure that that meshing is good, and get the gears swapped out. I'm going to do it off camera just to save some time, guys, and then once I'm done I'll bring you back. She's finally ready. So now we are rocking the 46 tooth hot racing spur and a 20 tooth hardened steel Traxxas pinion, guys. I did originally have 1846 in this, but now we're going for the 2046. So I want a bit more speed out of this. Now this gearing isn't recommended by Traxxas. They do say that it could overheat the electronics. So what I will be doing, guys, is I will be taking out my heat gun and we'll be keeping an eye on this ESC, especially making sure that doesn't overheat. But yeah, guys, it's got the new gearing in there. As I was doing the gearing, guys, I did realize I broke another fan blade, and this Traxxas stock fan comes with two fans in there. So with me running 2046, I knew there might be heating issues, so I didn't want to be running without one of the fans working. So this is what came out of it. See, broke another blade on there. It wasn't a biggie. I did have a spare one, and these are my original pinion, which I showed you earlier on. It's all chewed up, and then this is the spur that I took out of the car, guys. And on initial inspection it doesn't look too bad, but when I flip it over you can see where the pinion's been eaten away on this side all the way down. And I did have it originally in the car. I wasn't going to change it out, but it just sounded terrible. So I did have a spare 46 tooth, so I've put that on there now. And at the same time, guys, I've checked the spur gear. It is all good. The cush drive inside as well, I've taken that apart, making sure all that's all good as well. This car is around a year old, so it should be something that you should do once in a while, just to make sure that your spur is acting properly and you're not losing any power or anything like that. So guys, she is now ready. Let's get some batteries in her and let's get it out. We're back at the skate park. She's now running the 2046 gearing, guys, so we're giving this a good testing and see how it would copes. We'll be checking the temps when we get back to the car as well. Carry on. Guys, the gearing's got chewed up again. Getting sick of this. Let's have a look. Right, looks like the gearing's got chewed up again, guys. Not having good luck with this X-MAXX and this gearing. Every time I've been out, we've been breaking, we've been stripping out these gears. So might have to look at getting rid of that pin system and going for a motor mount instead. So guys, let me get it sorted and hopefully we'll get it back up and running again. Unfortunately I wasn't able to repair this whilst we were out, so I thought I might as well just get it back home and have a good look and see what's actually going on with this thing. We did end up stripping the spur and pinion, and I have already removed this just to save us some time. So here's the spur that came out. You can see all of them shiny parts. That is now damaged. And this is the pinion that came out. So this is a 20 tooth. And again, guys, actually this isn't as bad as I thought it would be. The teeth are still okay. I mean, you can look on this side, they're still defined, and the same on the other. So I could possibly still use that, but I'm not too sure if I want to. I might just put it into my parts drawer for emergency use only. So yeah, that's what's come out of here, guys, and whilst I'm at it, I'll show you the other ones that are all damaged. You can see that's a 46 tooth, guys, and what I want to point out is these are hot racing hardened steel spurs, and I didn't expect them to really fail, to be honest with you, so I'm a bit disappointed. So yeah, that's another one. You can see it's got the same kind of pattern. It's just chewed up, and these are the pinions that I've already gone through. So this is an 18 tooth hardened steel one. You can see all them silver parts again. This is a 18 tooth hardened steel one, and that's all chewed up. So yeah, guys, I'm getting a bit sick of going through and replacing the spur and pinion. I've not even managed to get a full bash out of this for a good 2 or 3 bashes now, and the same thing happens again and again. We just end up stripping the spur and pinion. I'm not actually sure what's going on. I have tried several different ways of tightening the screws that hold this motor in place, because the mounts for this motor are plastic. They can flex, and when you tighten up these screws you will get a little bit of flexing. So I have gone down that road and tightened the screws in a particular order to get the mesh right. Didn't work. Obviously we've stripped out them gears. I've tried to screw the opposite ends and then do the other side. Still not worked. I've just tried to screw it normally and that hasn't worked either. So I'm getting a bit lost with this X-MAXX, and really disappointed. This was my go-to rig. This was a rig that I used to take out with me just in case if I broke the one I'm actually making a video on. We can finish the video using this X-MAXX, and it's never really let me down up until I changed out the spur and pinion for the high speed one, and once I did that, guys, it started just chewing them up like sweets. So yeah, so anyway, this is what I've got left. I raided my parts drawer, guys, and this is all the pinions and spurs I've got left. So I'm trying to decide which way to go. So this is a 54 tooth Traxxas one, and this is a 46. And then this, guys, is a Hot Racing 50 tooth spur, hardened steel. And guys, these are the pinions I've got left as well now. So we've got the 18 tooth, and that's 6491X, and this is the 20 tooth 6494X by Traxxas. So what I did want to do initially was go down the 2050 route. Guys, if you got any suggestions for any companies that you have used and you've had good success with, please do drop me a comment below. I do try to reply to all the comments and any questions that you guys have. So yeah, this is my question to you guys. Is there a pinion spur that's worked for you? Let me know. I might just end up going back to basics, going back to 1854. Just because I had a lot of success with the 1854. I did actually run this for a good 8 to 9 months before I had all these pinion problems, and that was just running on stock gearing. So yeah, I might just go back to that for now. As I said, I am using the pin system at the moment on here, so I might just revert back to the pin system and just use the correct pin holes for this gearing. I did also, I know some of you guys might be thinking about it, but I did also double check the pins were in the correct holes for the 4620 gearing. I did that a couple of times just to make sure, and I did check that the mesh was good as well. And also just to make sure, compared the mesh that I had on this X-MAXX with the mesh that I've got with the Armor's 8S range, and it looked pretty much the same to me. Just had the right amount of slop in there. But as I said, all of these kind of damaging that you're seeing on these pinions and spurs are suggesting to me that these pinions and spurs are slipping. The mesh isn't just tight and not tight enough. So guys, let me get this new gearing put in, and hopefully it should be straightforward, and I should be back with you shortly. We've now got the 18 tooth pinion in here and the 54 tooth spur. Mesh seems okay. I've got the grub screw with some Loctite on there. Before I did that, I did clean the pinion as well, where the grub screw goes in, just to make sure there's no kind of residue on there from manufacture, so that doesn't become loose. Mesh seems okay. She sounds like she used to do, so I'm happy with that. We're still using the pins in here. Obviously I've got them in the correct place for this gear ratio, and I've tightened the screws up as best I can. So I'm hoping that this thing is now going to last. So guys, make sure you stay tuned. We'll be taking this thing out, get some batteries into her. I don't want to go too far from home, just in case she does break down. So yeah guys, I hope you found this video helpful, useful, and until the next time, see ya.